pals. Thanks for tuning into the show. Thank you for your support. Do me a favor, share the show. Text it out to a friend. Share it to your social media. Especially if you feel and if you think that this show could be beneficial and helpful to someone. You could probably tell that I'm a little excited right now, and I am, because I've been implementing some things into my life that are absolutely working, and I want you to do the same. And I'm the type of person, I'm a natural born salesperson, and let me tell you this. Even before I was technically in sales, I trained myself in sales, and that's a YouTube show story that's definitely going to be coming up sometime, like my story. Not in this one though. But where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I'm a natural salesman, and here's what I mean by that. Not like the old school crooked car salesman that would try to sell you a lemon. That's not what I mean. I remember back before I was ever even in sales, I was the type of person, and I still am today, when I'm excited about something, when I'm passionate about something, I have to let everyone know about it. And I'm doing this thing, and it's really working for me, and I really think you should try it because it's done, or if there's a book I like, or if there's a song I like you should really listen to the song. This song is so awesome. Or I did this thing today, and it really changed my life, and I really, I'm the type of guy, if I really like something, I don't want to just contain it and keep it for myself. I want to share it with the world, which is partially why I do a show. I guess part of it is ego too, if I'm really going to break it down. I want people to like me. Do you like me? I hope you like me. I want you to like me. Do you like me?
No means no.
Oh, come on, man. You're breaking my heart. You, really, do you like me?
No.
Today I want to talk about the healing power of laughter, because laughter is so important. I'm hoping that you're laughing. In fact, I even have an embarrassing but funny story to share with you, and I've got plenty of them. I should have thought of quite a few for this episode, because the healing power of laughter is so important. If you don't control your mind, oftentimes we are programmed, unfortunately, because of society, because of how we were raised, because of our parents, because of the news, because of everything, on and on, but the things that are being fed to us. It's almost like if you don't consciously control your mind, you're going to go to some dark places, some negative places. And I can tell you right now, it's not a good way to live your life, because unfortunately, it's how most of us are programmed. But the good news is you can reprogram your mind. You have to seek laughter. You have to seek those good vibes. You have to seek those good feelings. Both are true. There's a healing power behind laughter, and there's a defeating negative power behind being negative, behind complaining, behind being angry, stressed. That can kill you, and it can weigh you down, and it can age you, and so on and so forth. You have to seek things that make you laugh. And the good news about it nowadays, there's so many things, even here on YouTube. You can put in videos, just put in, type in videos that will make me laugh. Put in funny fails, put in fart videos, put in whatever makes you laugh. I'm probably too old to admit, but farts make me laugh. They do. When someone rips one and it's loud, and especially if it's unexpected or they didn't mean to go so loud, they make me laugh. I can't help it. A fart makes me laugh. I'm 15 years old when it comes to that. I'm very immature when it comes to someone ripping one, especially in an environment where they probably shouldn't. It cracks me up. It makes me laugh. I don't know what it is, but you have to seek laughter. Certain chemicals are released into your body when you laugh, and that's true. It's very, very true. Some of it actually aligns and leads to slowing down the aging process. There's a famous story, Norman Cousins. He had a disease, and I don't remember. I've read the story a long time ago, but he has positive thinking books. I have one at home, and it's a really good book, and I highly recommend it. I don't know the exact title. I should know it, but he had a disease. He was dying, and he surrounded himself with laughter. He surrounded himself with things that would make him laugh, and I'm talking about the gut-wrenching laughs. And he healed himself. You can heal yourself with laughter. They always say we only use 10% of our brain. I don't know if that's true. I really don't. But let's just say we don't use 100% of our brain. So whatever the percentage is, let's say as an example, we use 30% of our brain. I don't know what the actual thing is. I always hear 10%. I don't know if that's true or not. As an example, if we use 30% of our brain, that's 70% of our brain untapped. Think about what lies in that 70%. I've heard stories of people like being hypnotized, and you change your belief system when you're being hypnotized, and when they've literally, like people with multiple personality disorder, where literally they slip into another personality and the color of their eyes change. There's a lot of power in this noggin, in this noodle, that we don't know of. And yes, I do believe strongly that you can heal yourself. I think that pretty much everything we need is inside of us. A lot of it is we just don't know how to tap into it. So I think there's a lot of power in here and here in your heart that we just don't know how to tap in necessarily. But I can tell you, if you actively seek it, you're opening up those doors just a little bit more. One of the things I talk about quite a bit is learning something new every day, and I share that, and she shares it with me. My buddy, my someone I adore, Velma Hagar. Every day, most days anyway, we share tidbits of knowledge and information with each other. That's keeping your mind young. Also, what I'd like to add on to that, not just learn something new every day, make yourself laugh every day. That might even be more important. Find something, literally seek something that will make you laugh every single day. Try to laugh hard every day. There's so much healing power in that. Slowing down the aging process, like I said, healing yourself, strengthening your immune system comes from laughter, good vibes, good feelings. Now, my embarrassing story, which is funny, but I'm gonna share it because I wanna make you guys laugh. It's not so embarrassing, but so I don't know how many of you know of the play. I don't even know if it's still going. I think it is. I hear about it once in a while. Tony and Tina's Wedding. Now, for those of you who don't know, it's a very interactive play. And you go to it, and you literally go to like a church service in the play, and then right next door, it's like a small, it's obviously, not a real church, but there's pews in there. There's a priest, he gets up there and he officiates the wedding. And then you leave the church, and right next door, you go into the reception. And quite literally, depending on where you sit, so every time you go to see this play, you're seeing a different play because it's a very interactive play. You're not watching a play on the stage. The play is taking place around you. So the actors are around you, and they're interacting with you, and there's certain things, and they're playing roles. There's a nun who's thinking about leaving and not wanting to be a nun anymore. And then there's a prostitute, and she's doing this and that. And there's all these things going on. And again, literally, quite literally, depending on what is going on in the play, or depending on where you're sitting, you're gonna have a different experience in the play every single time. It's pretty cool, actually. There was one point I went with my family, my mom, my dad, my brothers, sisters, and my mom said it was so funny. I've told this part of the story before. I've never told the funny story, but I don't think so anyway. She said at one point my mom looks up, and it's the dance part, like where everybody's dancing at the reception, because you're part of the reception of this wedding. And my mom looks up, and she says she sees me dancing with the hooker and my other brother dancing with the nun, or vice versa, whatever it was, I don't remember. That's funny, So the funny part of the story, so we're in the church service, and again, it's fake, it's actors and it's this and that, where they're getting married, and the priest is officiating the wedding, and they're playing it like it's a real type wedding. It's a real wedding, and we're sitting on hardwood pews, and all of a sudden, and I'm there with a date and my family, by the way, and all of a sudden I feel a little rumbling in my stomach. I'm like, ooh, ooh. And I'm sitting on a hardwood pew. A lot of you probably can already imagine where I'm going with this story. And so I'm like, well, instead of trying to let it out quiet, I'm in a comedy play, I'm sitting on a hardwood pew. How many opportunities are you gonna get to really let one loose on a hardwood pew, especially in a comedy play? Like this, again, this wasn't a real church. This is a play. This is fake. So I'm like, all right, I got to go for it. So, but I'm holding it. I'm waiting until the appropriate time. In other words, when it's quiet. And the priest says something along the lines, I now pronounce you man and wife, whatever it was. I don't even know if he got to that part yet, but he's telling a story, and then he stops. It's quiet. And I'm like, here we go. Ba-boom! And usually I'm laughing. Everybody in the congregation started cracking up and laughing like hard. And the priest said something to me too, and like whatever, he probably prayed over me or did the sign of the cross or whatever he did. And everyone was laughing, and my family was like, "What are you doing?" Like, and we're all just dying, you know. And then it was funny too, because after the play, people were literally coming up to me thinking I was one of the actors. I was part of the play. They're like, "That was farty. Like, how did you? Was that like a fart machine, or did you know how to fart on command? How did you do?" I'm like, I just had to let one rip, and I figured I was on a hardwood pew and let it go. They actually thought I was part of the play. Everyone laughed. Everyone thought it was funny. I thought it was, I was crying. I was laughing so hard. Listen, does that mean you should go fart in public? Maybe. Don't fart in church, though. This was a fake church. This was fake. The point being, listen, people, we're too wrapped up in politics. We're too wrapped up in someone cuts you off in traffic. We're too wrapped up in stress. We're too wrapped up in I got bills to pay. And we're too wrapped up in my kids being bad. And we're too Stop for a second and just say, how can I make myself laugh today? And a lot of times, especially if you start your day like that, in those type of perspectives, counting off your blessings, counting off your gratitudes, trying to make yourself laugh, like literally going out of your way to go, I need to sit down and I need to laugh before I even do anything else. I want to laugh. It will change the course of your day. And if you do it enough, it'll change the course of your life. So get out there and fart away, rip them, make people laugh, make yourself laugh, be a joy, be joyous, be funny, and just soak it in. Yeah, there's a lot of sad things in life. I know there are. Believe me, I know. But getting upset about them, focusing on them too much, it's not going to change those things that are there. Take time to laugh at life, because there's a lot of things that are funny out there. There's a lot of, I'll tell you, I'll leave with one more story. My daughter, when she was like a baby, just kind of learning how to talk, and you know how they pick up certain words, but they don't know exactly how to put them into sentences. So my dog at the time kept bothering her, and you know, whatever it was, my daughter's trying playing with dolls or something, and the dog kept coming up in her, and she just said, she looks at my dog, she goes, "Carly, stop. You're making me annoying." Instead of like, "You're annoying me," she said, "You're making me annoying." And it was funny. It was just funny to hear. Another funny one relates to my daughter. This one's a little like, because we don't swear around my daughter, but listen, once in a while you bang yourself on the hammer, you're going to let one slip, you know. My daughter's a little kid. Again, she doesn't know the difference between swear words. Or I don't let, you know what, honestly too, I don't swear a lot in my life. I don't. But yeah, once in a while, sure. But I just think when you hear, I remember I was at a beach one time, and this lady, we were there with kids too around us and everything, and there was other kids around, and this lady was just F-bomb this, F-bomb that, F-bomb. I'm like, gosh, do you have to be so trashy? It just sounds so trashy. And by the way, I know I'm, who knows, maybe I'll get flagged for this one, but like, I'm hypocritical on this a little bit. I don't like when men swear in public, but especially like a lady. It's just like, be a lady. And okay, look, I know we're all the same, and you know, I get it, but it just, especially a woman, to me anyway, it just, I would never date a girl that F this, F this, F this, F this. Again, you let one fly here and there, I can look the other way. But when it's just every word and every other word and every sentence, it's like, God, that just sounds so trashy to me. It sounds so like white trash. It's trashy to me, but okay. So my daughter, something happened. I don't, again, she was a baby, not now, but somehow, some way she picked up a word, and something happened. She dropped something. She goes, "Damn it." Now me and my wife look at each other, and we're like, you know, and then, you know, when we had to we had to run in the other room. We're laughing so hard, because it just sounds so funny when like a baby says, "Damn it." But then we had to like, hey, that is not an appropriate word. But at the same time, we're like laughing, you know. But again, like, yeah, is there hypocrisy in parenting? Of course there is. All right, so seek those kind of stories. If you want to share a story down below in the comments that would make me and others laugh, I would love that. Keep yourself young. Look young. There's a benefit of laughing. Keeps you young. Laugh. All right. With all that, thank you so much for your support. Share the show. Text it out to a friend. Especially share it with someone who might look a good fart story, or someone who needs a laugh, someone who needs a pick-me-up. Subscribe. And I also have a show on Rumble. It's more of a topical show. It's more of a talk show. And it's all one word, The Scott Ford Show. All one word, The Scott Ford Show. And that is on Rumble. And I would love it if you went over there and subscribed as well. Everyone, laugh and enjoy your life.
Daddy, Daddy, you're so awesome. Daddy, Daddy, you're so cool. Yeah! I love you, Daddy.